To experience 99 varieties of mandis, visit Nas Mandi, opposite Shilparamam, High Tech City and Gachibowli.
ఒక ఛానల్ తో అసోసియేట్ అయ్యి ఇన్ని ఇయర్స్ వర్క్ చేయడము ఇప్పుడు దాకా ఎవరు అచీవ్ చేయండి అది.
I think not many people are blessed with the connection that I have made with the audience, and I'm glad that I hate that I can't get sleep, but I love it at the same time.
అందరికి బాలికా వధు అంటే గుర్తొచ్చే మీరు ఇప్పుడు అదే పేరుతో కొంచెం వధువు.
I think that was such a smart move because like reminding them.
ఇప్పటికీ గుర్తుండిపోయే ఒక క్యారెక్టర్ చేసిన తర్వాత చాలా మంది డౌట్ఫుల్ గా ఫీల్ అవుతారు. కైండ్ ఆఫ్ టాక్ మీ దాకా వచ్చిందా?
Since the time I have started working, I haven't faced accepting me as an actor and not just Anandi.
Yeah.
Kadki pota uchanavada. There were 3 heroines, but that particular character, there is a reason.
యాక్టింగ్ వైజ్ వాళ్ళ టాలెంట్ తో గుర్తుండిపోవడం కూడా అంత పెద్ద యాక్టర్స్ చిన్న
All
రోల్స్
of
చేస్తారు.
this, I want that if 10 years later, 20 years later, if somebody is thinking of
పర్ఫెక్ట్. ఓవర్ ద ఇయర్స్ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ చేస్తుంటారు, యూ గెయిన్డ్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్, యూ హ్యావ్ సీన్ పీపుల్, యూ హ్యావ్ సీన్ రియల్ లైఫ్. అప్పటికి ఇప్పటికి వాట్ ఈస్ యువర్ పర్స్పెక్టివ్ ఆన్ యాక్టింగ్?
acting as a career, a big smile on my face and that satisfaction in my heart is what matters.
మీ జర్నీని ఎవరితోనైనా కంపేర్ చేసుకున్నది సిచ్యువేషన్స్ ఉన్నాయా?
I don't know anybody else who started the journey this early. The big Bollywood stars that there are today, they know me.
ప్రతి పిఆర్ టీమ్ ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో వాళ్ళు యాక్ట్రెసెస్ కి సజెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నారు. ఇన్ఫాక్ట్ దే ఆర్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ప్రెషరైజింగ్ దెమ్ టు బిల్డ్ దే ఫాలోవర్స్.
I think, yeah, that happens.
వాళ్ళు ఏమనుకున్నారంటే ఇట్స్ డైరెక్ట్లీ ప్రపోర్షనల్ టు ద మార్కెట్.
One of the recent hit films of 12th Fail by Vadu Chopra, that logic doesn't work always.
And Avika, there were rumors like about your marriage and all.
Yes. My wedding, please come.
హలో వ్యూయర్స్, వెల్కమ్ టు iDream మీడియా. చాలామంది యాక్ట్రెస్ వాళ్ళ టాలెంట్తో గుర్తుండిపోతారు. అలాంటి ఒక యాక్ట్రెస్సే అవికా గోర్ వాళ్ళు మనతో ఉన్నారు. ఉయ్యాల జంపాలతో ఫస్ట్ తన తెలుగు మూవీ స్టార్ట్ చేసి ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఇప్పుడు 10 years తర్వాత వధువు సిరీస్తో మన ముందుకు వస్తున్నారు. నమస్తే అవిక.
Hello.
ఎలా
Thank
ఉన్నారు?
you so much. I'm good and I'm excited, nervous, mixed feelings this time because it's my kind of first series on OTT. The first one that I was a part of was Mansion 24 on Hotstar again, and that was just one episode, so I didn't feel so much stress, but this time I am feeling that.
బట్ అవిక, మా ఛానల్తో జర్నీ అనేది మీకు ఇప్పుడు కాదు, ఆల్మోస్ట్ 15 మోర్ దెన్ 15 years కదా. ఒక ఛానల్తో అసోసియేట్ అయ్యి ఇన్ని ఇయర్స్ వర్క్ చేయడము అండ్ స్టిల్ ఆ ఛానల్ నుండి కానీ ఆ ఛానల్స్కి అసోసియేట్ అయిన ఓటీటీస్ నుండి కానీ మీకు ఆఫర్స్ రావడం అనేది ఇట్స్ సంథింగ్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు దాకా ఎవరు అచీవ్ చేయండి అది.
I think not many people are blessed with the connection that I have made with the audience, and I'm glad that the team that is there for Ma TV or Star Ma or Hotstar, all these people, I'm glad that they see it. I'm glad that they acknowledge what I've earned, the love and the attention that I've earned from the audience, and I think they are making the most of it. And back to back 2 series that have released. Last month was one, this month is one. There's a lot happening and it's exciting, honestly. It is really like that phase of my life where there is so much happening and I hate that I can't get sleep, but I love it at the same time. I love the fact that I'm so busy. I love the fact that whatever I am doing, be it movies or series, people are watching it, people are loving it, and I think as an actor that's the goal. And I'm glad that it's almost always coming out as a good result.
గ్రేట్. అవిక, చాలా చిన్న ఏజ్ నుండి మీరు యాక్టింగ్ స్టార్ట్ చేశారు. అందరికీ బాలికా వధు అంటే గుర్తొచ్చే మీరు ఇప్పుడు అదే పేరుతో కొంచెం వధువు.
I think that was such a smart move because initially, because my character's name is Indu, and when we were working on it, the working title was Indu. So I thought the series name is going to be Indu. I think it was 15 days back or 20 days back when I got to know the final name is Vadu, and I was blown out of my mind because it is smart. Whoever thought of it, kudos, because it's a very smart move to do something like this, because it's not just grabbing attention. It is not that. It is, I think,
There is a reason for it.
letting people know that, like reminding them
Yeah.
that that's the same girl. And even on my Instagram, if I post a poster of it, more than half of the comments are about, oh wow, okay, so this is something on the lines of Balika Vadu. So they get confused.
Yeah.
But I think that curiosity will make people watch it. And I think for an actor, I think such strong images are something that people run away from. But I don't. Since day one, I have embraced the fact that people still call me Anandi. People still call me Balika Vadu or Chinnari Peli Kutru. I think I'm so proud of it that I don't want that image to go away ever. I like that image. And I think it works for me, so why not?
గ్రేట్. యాక్చువల్లీ ఆ ఫెచింగ్ పాయింట్ వధు అనేది చాలా ఫెచింగ్ పాయింట్.
It's good. It's very smart.
నార్మల్లీ అంత ఫేమ్ వచ్చిన తర్వాత అంటే ఎప్పటికీ గుర్తుండిపోయే ఒక క్యారెక్టర్ చేసిన తర్వాత మిగతా ఆప్షన్స్, మిగతా ఛాన్సెస్ రావడం అనేది చాలామంది డౌట్ఫుల్గా ఫీల్ అవుతారు. ఎలా అంటే దీనికి ఆ క్యారెక్టర్కి బియాండ్ మిమ్మల్ని చూడలేరేమో అని. ఆ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ టాక్ మీ దాకా వచ్చిందా?
So, since the time I have started working, I haven't faced that kind of criticism about any of my other work. Whatever characters I have done very different work from Balika Vadu. If you watch me in my Hindi film 1920, or if you watch me in my film called Net or #Bro, it's all very different from the image that I have. And I'm glad that people are accepting me as an actor and not just Anandi.
Yeah.
And it's important for me also to realize that people will have expectations. People will want me to do a level of good work because they see me as somebody who is smartly picking scripts. Since so many years, it's not like I have not been offered characters which are super big commercial films. It's not like I haven't been approached for stuff like that, but there is a reason I did not do that. There is a reason that for me, characters or the importance and the value of me as a performer has to be seen in the project. And I think that I really believe in it. I really believe that me being a part of Mansion 24 added value. Me being a part of Cinema Chupasta Mama added value. So I think whatever projects I'm choosing, even though they are not of a level where people might expect it to be, but it makes me feel satisfied. It makes me feel that as an actor, every day is a challenge. Every day I like doing characters that keep me up all night, thinking how will I do this tomorrow? This is a difficult scene. How will I able to justify it? Will it, give me the ease that an actor should have on screen? And I like all of those thoughts as an actor. It's a challenge every day, and I'm consciously picking scripts where I get to do that. So I think audience see it. Audience see that every script that has been chosen, there's a reason. Especially even for Vadu, people are curious because they know that I might not randomly pick up something.
Exactly.
There is a reason that I have chosen this. There must be something important about it. Like for example, Ikkadki Putavu Chinnavada. There were 3 heroines, but there was a reason I did it.
Exactly.
And that particular character, there is a reason. So I hope people see that effort that I consciously make. In this process, yes, I lose out on a lot of bigger opportunities, but I think these opportunities that I grab are better. So I think that, and when people acknowledge that, automatically they see that it's not about the image or the character, it's about as an actor we should support her. And I think that support is it's been there since day one. And even now, after so many years, 15-16 years of them seeing me, they still want to see more of me. I think that as an actor is a big achievement.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ. నాట్ మెనీ యాక్టర్స్ అంటే యాక్టింగ్ తోటి వాళ్ళ టాలెంట్ తోటి గుర్తుండిపోయే యాక్టర్స్ చాలా తక్కువ. ఒక సినిమా 2 సినిమా హిట్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ఆల్ ద క్రెడిట్ గోస్ టు ద డైరెక్టర్ ఆర్ సినిమా ఆర్ ద అదర్ కొంత పార్ట్ వరకు, బట్ దే లాంగ్ లాస్టింగ్లో వాళ్ళ టాలెంట్తో గుర్తుండిపోతారు అంటే చాలా కొద్ది మంది ఉన్నారు. అందులో యో ద వన్. మీ టాలెంట్తో గుర్తుండిపోయారు మీరు చాలామంది ఆడియన్స్కి. అంటే హౌ డూ యూ కన్సిడర్ దట్? కొన్నిసార్లు యాక్టింగ్ వైజ్ వాళ్ళ టాలెంట్తో గుర్తుండిపోవడం కూడా, అంత పెద్ద యాక్టర్స్, అంత పెద్ద టాలెంట్ ఉన్న యాక్టర్స్ చిన్న రోల్స్ చేస్తారు.
I've heard all of this many times, especially in the beginning of my career. I used to hear all of this, that grab as many movies as you can, because the shelf life of an actress is 4 to 5 years and that's it. Now then there will be a new actress. And I remember hearing all of it with a smile and thinking, that's not what I am meant to do. I think maybe people might think I think highly of myself or I'm arrogant, but that's just confidence. That's just understanding of what I'm capable of. I know I'm capable of doing a lot more than people even think of me as. So if I have that confidence, I don't think there is anything wrong in it, and I don't think that I should get into that zone of thinking, okay, I have to do many movies because I'm approached for many right now. I'll just go back to back, do movies, and let's see what the future holds. That's never been my thought. I want to do work, I want to do projects that we are remembered. Like even now, after it's 2013, I started shooting for Uyala Jampala. People still talk about it.
Exactly.
And I think that just speaks for itself. It's the credit definitely doesn't go to just me. It goes to the directors, the writers that I have worked with, the characters that they made it so real that it was easy for me to perform. The credit goes to the team. But I'm so grateful that I get these chances even now. Even for Vadu, it's not like there are very few actresses who can do it. There are so many actresses who could have done it. But there's a reason Hotstar chose me. And fun fact, after Mansion 24 shoot, when the episode was screened for Hotstar people, that's when they saw the kind of performance I can do, and that's when they approached me for Vadu. So everything happens work-wise because you've done something right in your previous project, and I think for me that has worked always, because I don't take anything for granted. For me, even sitting here in this interview is not just, okay, I have to promote, I have to speak a few words, that's it. No. I want what is inside me to reach my audience, and I think this is the chance I will have.
Yes.
Where else people will get to hear me?
Yeah.
I am anyway very less on social media. Whatever is on social media is either for promotion or either for travel or some stuff like that, but they will not get to listen about what I think of my work journey or anything otherwise. So for me, this is also very important. So I do not take anything for granted. So when it comes to a project or giving my all out, I do my 200%. And I think that is what has been working for me. If I'm supposed to look a certain way for something, I will go all out and look the character, because that's what is needed.
Yeah.
And I think when people see that effort, people know that this is meant for something else and not what we usually see, like the generic idea of an actress or a heroine. In a way, I try to break that with the kind of work I do, and I hope people acknowledge that.
Great. Chala chakkaga and apt ga, what you said is so apt. That's what this is the place where you can speak out.
Yeah. I mean, where will I get this chance? This 30-40 minutes of whatever conversation we'll have, it's going to be on the internet for a lifetime, and I don't want any youngster watching it and taking an inspiration that okay fine, whatever. No. Because when I watch people who inspire me, for example, if I watch an interview of a Shah Rukh Khan, if I watch an interview of like a Jennifer Lawrence, it stays with me.
Yeah.
It I remember it when I am thinking something in the negative direction, and no, what if Shah Rukh would have been in this situation? Would he do that? No. This is how you inspire yourself, and I want that if 10 years later, 20 years later, if somebody is thinking of something I said, and if it is impacting their lives, why not?
Perfect. So, Avika, over the almost any years of journey అని చెప్పాలి మీ యాక్టింగ్ కెరియర్ది?
16 or so.
16 ఓకే 16 అనుకుందాం. 16 yearsలో
It's been a long time.
Yeah, but you're young. You started very early. 16 yearsలో పర్స్పెక్టివ్ టువర్డ్స్ యాక్టింగ్ చేంజ్ అయి ఉంటుంది. 16 years బ్యాక్ మీరు చేస్తున్నప్పుడు యూ హ్యావ్ వన్ అప్రోచ్ టువర్డ్స్ యాక్టింగ్.
Correct.
ఓవర్ ద ఇయర్స్ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ చేస్తుంటారు, యూ గెయిన్డ్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్, యూ హ్యావ్ సీన్ పీపుల్, యూ హ్యావ్ సీన్ రియల్ లైఫ్. అప్పటికి ఇప్పటికి వాట్ ఈస్ యువర్ పర్స్పెక్టివ్ ఆన్ యాక్టింగ్?
So, acting as a career, in the beginning, it was more like a hobby. It was more like going to school, coming back from school, and now my friends are going to play cricket, I'll go play shooting. You know, it was like that in the beginning. But eventually, I realized that this is what I'm meant for. And not just acting, but I love the idea of dancing. I'm like a trained dancer, so I love dancing. I love writing. I've done a screenplay writing course from New York Film Academy. I've studied editing, film editing from some institute in Mumbai. So, you know, when I'm doing all of this, I realize that this is the life I want, because I want to be happy with the work I do. Obviously, you earn money, and that pros are definitely there, being in this industry and being the face for the projects. Obviously, all of that pros are there. But at the end of the day, if I'm going back home with a big smile on my face and that satisfaction in my heart is what matters. So for me, being a part of a project, or as an actor, or even now as a producer, if I talk about, I think all of these things really make me happy. And in the beginning, I didn't realize how important it was for me to, you know, be a part of a show like Avika Vadu. But later I obviously realized how big it was. I remember the last day or the last week of Avika Vadu. That's when I realized that there is something called TRP. I didn't even know that people make shows because people watch and then there is a rating. I didn't know any of. I was that lost in just acting. So, you know, when I got to know the business behind it, when I got to know all of this, I realized that it's much more than I think. And I think I was very lucky. I was not just, you know, it was not just me working hard, it was luck also. I mean, who at that age would have gotten a show like that, which is aired in 28 countries and this huge? And at the set of Avika Vadu, every day it was like an acting school, because the Surekha Sikri actor, or Anup Soni, all these actors are so experienced and so well versed with the craft that every day I used to go there and just be like, what is this world? And I want more of it. I want to learn more. So I think my interest developed during Avika Vadu. Before that, I didn't know. I was just getting dressed and just being on set. But later, obviously, now I believe that there is so much more I can contribute to the idea and the world of cinema.
నో, ఇది ఈజ్ అ కంపారిజన్ వరల్డ్. ఈ ఇండస్ట్రీ అనేది మోస్ట్లీ రన్స్ ఆన్ కంపారిజన్.
Yeah, yeah.
వాళ్ళ అంటే స్టార్టింగ్ దగ్గర నుంచి ఒక ప్రాజెక్ట్ చూసుకునే దగ్గర నుంచి కూడా కంపారిజన్ స్టార్ట్ అవుతాయి. డూ యూ పర్సనలీ కంపేర్ విత్, అంటే మిమ్మల్ని, మీ పాత్ని, మీ జర్నీని ఎవరితోనైనా కంపేర్ చేసుకున్నది సిచ్యువేషన్స్ ఉన్నాయా?
How can I? I mean, I don't know anybody else who started the journey this early. I don't know nobody who has been in the industry for so many years and relevant. I don't know any of them. I mean, it makes me feel very proud that when I go to a Kazakhstan and do films there, not many people there know the big Bollywood stars that there are today. They know me. So, you know, when I see these things, it just comes to my mind that there is no way I can compare. Like, there has not been an example like this that I should compare something with. And if I have to talk about films that I watch and I feel like, oh, I wish I could have done that, there are zillion. There are zillion films that I watch and I wish, this is the same age group, I should have done it. Yes, you feel that. I'm human after all. You know, at the end of the day, when I see a film and I feel that, okay, why couldn't they approach me? Why couldn't they think of me? Obviously, these thoughts come. But at the end of the day, I know that what is in store for me is not in store for anybody else. Not every household will remember any film or any particular character, but they will remember Anandi.
Yeah.
And I feel that connection that I have made with families, with any age group, like there are 8-year-old kids who were not even born when I did Balika Vadu, they come up to me and tell me we are watching repeat. What else would I ask for? I mean, if I complain or if I compare, then that would just be me being ungrateful, and I'm not that.
ఉయ్యాల జంపాల వచ్చి ఆల్మోస్ట్ 10 years as we talked before. How is the Telugu audience receiving you 10 years back ki ippudiki? How is the response?
Same love, same admiration. Nothing has changed. People still, wherever I go, they pull my cheeks. Wherever I go, there are youngsters who, tell me you inspire us, or we want to, act like you, or we want to be like you. There are so many people. So I remember a few years back, there was this fact that kind of ran around like a rumor that I rejected some fairness cream ad. And it was a truth. I did. I didn't want to promote a fairness cream because I didn't want people to think beauty is becoming fair. So it was my personal thought, and somehow it went out in media. And after that, there were so many young girls who came up to me and said that thank you for doing this. Because when we see actresses promote something like this, we feel insecure about our skin. And when I hear stuff like this, I just feel like as an actor, unknowingly it becomes your responsibility because you influence people.
Exactly.
You become role models. So you have to take care of it. And for me, because my life has been in front of people since I was 8 years old, it's just, so honest with people that if I had to, when I remember when that went out in media, the people called me and asked me from media that, did you say no to a fairness brand? And I said, yes, I did, because I wanted to be honest. I wanted to tell people that I didn't do it because I don't want to promote something that I don't believe in. I don't promote like a betting app or anything because I don't believe in things and I want to stick to it. So, there are these values that I hold, and I think that helps in the connection that I have had with my audience, and they feel that she's real. She's like us. She is one of us. And I think that is rare.
Avika, usually actresses మూవీ టైంలో కానీ లేకపోతే మూవీ రిలీజ్కి ముందు కానీ ఇలా ఇంటర్వ్యూస్లో కనిపించడం కాకుండా సోషల్ మీడియా అనేది పాస్ట్ ఓవర్ 4-5 years నుండి బాగా చాలా మంది యాక్టివ్గా ఉన్నారు, మిలియన్స్ ఆఫ్ ఫాలోవర్స్ కూడా ఉన్నారు. డూ యూ టేక్ ఇట్ యాజ్ ఎ ప్రెజర్ బీయింగ్ అంటే కంటిన్యూస్గా సోషల్ మీడియాలో ఉండడం, పోస్టింగ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ డే టు డే లైఫ్? డూ యూ టేక్ ఇట్ యాజ్ ఎ ప్రెజర్ ఆర్ యూ ఫీల్ ఇట్స్ కంపల్సరీ ఫర్ బీయింగ్ అన్ యాక్ట్రెస్? అది కంపల్సరీ అనుకుంటారు?
No, I don't think it is compulsory. But I think it is definitely nice to do that because audiences want to see it. It's just that they want to see, okay, what you're wearing today. It's as simple as that. So even for myself, if I don't have a release for a long time, for a month or so, I also ended up not posting anything for a month. I've had those gaps, and I've also posted a lot during my releases. So it's just that I dress up during promotions. So I like posting about that during the promotion. So it just happens to be that timing of promotions, but it's not planned. It's not something that, okay, promotions are coming, I have to start posting. It's not any of that. It's just that if I'm ready, if I want people to see what I'm wearing, I would love to share it. It's not a pressure.
4-5 years నీకు తీసుకుంటే ప్రతి పిఆర్ టీమ్ ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో వాళ్ళు యాక్ట్రెసెస్కి సజెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నారు. ఇన్ఫ్యాక్ట్ దే ఆర్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ప్రెషరైజింగ్ దెమ్ టు బిల్డ్ దే ఫాలోవర్స్.
I think, yeah, that happens.
అంటే వాళ్ళు ఏమనుకున్నారంటే ఇట్స్ డైరెక్ట్లీ ప్రపోర్షనల్ టు ద మార్కెట్.
Oh, that I doubt. That I clearly doubt because right now one of the recent hit films of something called 12th Fail by Vadu Chopra, the actor is Vikrant Massey and he does not really have too many followers, but the film is a hit. So that logic doesn't work always. Maybe it does for something where, for example, if I'm asking for votes and if I'm on social media active and I tell them, okay, vote for me for this award or for this show or whatever, then that following coming together and voting for you and all of that makes sense. But when it comes to movies, I don't think that works because if that is the case, then a Samshera or a Thugs of Hindustan and films like these would have been crazy hits. But they were not. They didn't make money because they just did not. And films like Vicky Donor, which was a small film which made so much money. Uyala Jampala, new director, Raj Tarun being an AD coming as a hero, producers fairly new, one film old, became a hit, right? So that's the point. I mean, it's not always like the correct math, but sometimes it just works.
Exactly.
And it having followers, nowadays people have, you know, unfortunately people are even casted because of having number of following and all. And for some reason, it just doesn't make sense to me.
యూజువల్లీ సెట్లో ఏజ్లో మీకన్నా పెద్దవాళ్ళు అయి ఉంటారు అందరూ మ్యాక్సిమం, బట్
Always.
ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్లో మాత్రం
Always.
ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్లో మాత్రం మీకన్నా చిన్న. హౌ అంటే ఎట్లా ఉంటుంది సెట్లో ఎన్వైరన్మెంట్?
Fun. It's always fun because, you know, sometimes I end up meeting co-actors who say, I've been doing this since 5 years, and I just look at them and just smile and they realize. So these things happen, but I think it's nice because with the experience and the exploration that I've done about life, I've matured faster. I've realized things faster. I'm done with the phases where I felt insecure about myself. I'm done with all that already. So for me to, you know, feel the sanity in my head has come to me very early. And now sometimes I only feel that I talk like a 40-year-old. But it works. I mean, I know if I'm talking something that something is making sense. So I think it's, I can't relate to my age people because of this, because all my friends are older, all my close people are older to me. But I mean, that's what life has chosen for me. Maybe because I was ready for it.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ. అవిక, మీరు అన్నట్టు ఇలా నోయింగ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ బిఫోర్, అంటే ఏజ్ కంటే ఎక్కువ తెలుసుకోవడం బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ద ఎక్స్పోజర్ యూ బీన్ త్రూ, డూ యూ కన్సిడర్ యాజ్ అంటే అది ఒక ఫార్చునేట్ థింగ్లా కన్సిడర్ చేస్తారా, లేకపోతే సమ్టైమ్స్ యూ ఫీల్ లైక్ ఎందుకు నాకు నో నా ఏజ్ తగ్గట్టు ఆ నెయివ్నెస్ కూడా ఉండుంటే బాగుండు అనిపించేదా? ఈజ్ దర్ ఎనీ సిచ్యువేషన్ దట్ యూ ఫెల్ట్ సో?
No, honestly. I've never felt that. I've always felt that, I've always been, like I said, I don't take things for granted. So if something is coming to me which is rare or something that doesn't happen to my age people, I really think of it as a blessing. I really think of it as like this experience is needed to me right now because there is something bigger going to happen that only I can face or only I can take. So I think that mindset has made me feel that something God sees in me which is special, right? So it's coming to me.
ఓకే. బాలిక వధు షూట్ చేసే టైంలో ఇట్ వాజ్ డిజిటల్ కాదు, అప్పుడు ఇట్ వాజ్ రీల్, నో?
No, it was digital. By then it was digital.
డిజిటల్ సీరియస్ కూడా అప్పుడు
I'm
డిజిటల్?
not that old.
No, you're not old, but
No. On TV it was digital by then.
okay.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't see the real part. I would have loved to. But I could have then said to all my co-actors that जब रील होता था मैं तब से काम कर रही हूँ.
That's so fun. అంటే ఇప్పుడు లైఫ్ని అవికా గోర్ ఎలా చూస్తుంది? వాట్ ఈస్ లైఫ్ టు యూ నౌ?
Life to me is at every moment living and being happy. I mean, that moment can be a sad one. I can live that. I can be sad for a while and convert my emotions into happiness. I think that is what I am working on right now. Very consciously making sure that you know, I live every moment. If I'm angry, I will be angry. If I am feeling something, I will feel that. I will give myself that few minutes of feeling that. And usually what we tend to do is run away from emotions and run away, okay, I don't want to feel this right now, I'm fine. I don't need to do that. And I think that is what for me life is right now. For me life is realizing that this is what it is and this is how grateful I should be, because people will die or kill to live a life that I live. People will do anything in their control to become what I am right now.
Yeah.
And I'm very well aware of it. That's why I say I don't take it for granted, because every day waking up to, you know, a new set or a new team, being this experienced, being a producer at 24. Like, you know, I've started my production that age. So, you know, when I see these things, when I think of these things, ultimately I realize that I come from a non-filmy background. So for me to achieve so much that has happened all in less years is a lot.
Yeah.
And because I'm aware of it, I feel that my life has been, like, I've been grounded. And I think for me, life right now is happy.
ఓకే అవిక ఇప్పుడు అంత ఏజ్ కూడా ఉండదు మీనింగ్ తెలియడానికి వాట్ సక్సెస్ ఈస్ మీనింగ్ తెలిసే లోపే సక్సెస్ వచ్చేసింది మీ లైఫ్లోకి అండ్ ఎంత ఎక్స్పోజర్ రావాలో వచ్చేసింది అంటే డూ యూ కన్సిడర్ ఇట్ యాజ్ లైక్ ఎ ఫార్చునేట్ థింగ్ అంటే మీరు ఆస్వాదించడం కంటే ముందే యూ గాట్ ఇన్ టు ద ఫేమ్ అంతా వచ్చేసింది డిడ్ యూ ఎవర్ ఫీల్ లైక్ కొంచెం నాకు రియలైజ్ అయ్యే ఏజ్లో వచ్చుంటే ఆ ఫేమ్ అది ఎంజాయ్ చేస్తుండేదాన్ని అని
I
అనుకున్నారా
think if anything would have changed in the way it happened, if Balika Vadu would have happened 5 years later, or anything, any part of my life, if it would have changed, I wouldn't be the person I am today. And I really like the person I am today because I feel very secure. I feel very empowered at all points because I feel that people are watching, people are learning. I look at my ideals and I want to learn all the time. So if I can sit here and talk about, you know, inspiring people, I think this happened because everything happened early. This happened because I saw so much at such an early age. It wasn't just Balika Vadu that I did in life. There were so many shows that I did. There were so many films that I did after that. There is so much that has happened, meeting new directors, learning the new techniques of filmmaking with every filmmaker. There is so much of exposure that sometimes I feel that I should write a book.
That's a big thing. In the whole process, అంటే ఎక్కడైనా ఎనీథింగ్ వెంట్ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ కంట్రోల్ లైక్ మీకు అంత ఎక్స్పోజర్ లేనప్పుడు యూ స్టార్టెడ్ సో మెనీ థింగ్స్ డిడ్ ఎనీథింగ్ ఆర్ ఎనీథింగ్ దట్ వెంట్ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ యువర్ కంట్రోల్ ఆర్ ఎనీథింగ్ వెంట్
No,
Bad.
that's what. No. I think a big credit goes to my parents, the way they, you know, the upbringing matters. I remember in school, I was told, I remember one of my co-actor had a new phone. And I must be 12 years old or something. And I said, I also want a phone. They said, okay, get XYZ this many percentage, do good in your tests, then we'll see. And I remember working very hard just so that I could get that phone. So, you know, that mentality of you have to earn it, you have to work hard, you have to make sure that education is something that is no option, it has to happen. I remember there was a rule in my house: if you don't want to go to school one day, don't go to shoot one day. And for me that was a big deal. No, I want to shoot, I want to go to school. So like these you know, little things in the upbringing made me really normal. Otherwise it wouldn't have been the same. So a lot of credit goes to people around me also because they protected me from the dark side of the industry. Or you know, I've never faced any dark things that we hear about in the industry. I've never faced, because everybody's looked at me as somebody to apna bacha. She's ours, you know. So I never faced any of it. So I was so protected in this industry that even from the beginning, when I started in Telugu, I still don't speak Telugu, but people still are okay with it. Because they know that the idea is that I should express as much as I can, not limit the
and your face
words.
also looks so South Indian.
Yeah, so that acceptance is there in people. So I think that is what it is. I think the protection that I felt and everything from the industry and the support that I've always gotten from the industry and the audience, I think it just keeps you going, and it just makes you feel that whatever has happened for a reason.
Great.
It's nice.
You're so grateful for the life.
Exactly. I mean, like I wake up every day and think that, okay, today there's nothing to complain about. You know, that's how it is, and that's how it should be.
Exactly. And Avika, there were rumors like about your marriage and all. Would you like to talk about that?
My marriage? Rumors? Which rumor?
That you are going to get married soon and all.
On Vadu? I'm getting married on Vadu. Yes, 8th December it is. My wedding. Please come.
That's it.
No, I don't like. No, I'm too young right now. Let's see.
Yeah.
I mean,
But did you see those news? Like there were news circulating about
see,
you.
there is a circulation of rumors since I was 12 and 13 about my marriage. I have a hidden child. There is a lot online.
Hidden child at 13, at the age
No,
of 13.
at 17, hidden child. So I remember all this, and it is so much fun. It's so good gossip. Like I love it, but it's not true.
Great. Okay, coming to Vadu. Vaduలో మీ యాక్టింగ్ అండ్ ట్రైలర్ వరకే చూసాము. ఇట్స్ సో ఇంటెన్స్.
Yeah, it's different now.
Yeah, it's so intense and your expressions are also very subtle. I don't know the story yet, but
I've kept it. I've made sure that it doesn't look like the work that I've done earlier. I wanted it to look different. I wanted it to give the feeling of the character Indu and not Avika. I wanted people to see that it's Indu talking, and the director obviously helped me do that. And there were times when I was, walking a certain way, and my director was like,
no.
"Not Indu can't do this." I was like, "That's right." And then I changed the pattern, the way I walked, the way I sat. These little things matter. And I think if you see the trailer, you'll see that when she's folding her hands and saying that you said I was Sherlock Holmes. I wouldn't say it like that. That's Indu speaking. So I think these little things the director really took care of, and I hope people see the difference.
Yeah, we could see in the trailer.
Thank you so much.
So great. Anything that you find challenging in Indu, like Indu's character?
She's too sorted and clever. She doesn't speak too much. Whatever she speaks either has a message or an or she's asking something to know something. She's very clever. She's a woman of very less words. And I think that confidence is something that I would love to learn and imbibe in my life, because that sharpness that Indu has of trying to solve something, trying to know something, and to crack the code. I think that interest that she has in doing all of this, I think that is really nice. As a woman, I really feel that if I have to solve something, I should be as confident as Indu is. And I think that is really nice of that character.
It's great. We are looking forward to December 8th.
Thank
All
you.
the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you.